What's going on YouTube? Modeling that back at you. So this is a prime example of make sure you actually read through the instructions and definitely mark out in the instructions exactly which variant that you're doing. As I got stung a little bit, luckily caught it while the plastic was still relatively soft. But as you can see, there's a pile of parts sitting here at the back. Kind of each one has their own story. So first off, I'll call out what's here on the front. So the front grille that I should have put on was number 2 for the M2 side. Biggest difference that I could tell, as far as I know, it's the only difference, is basically there wasn't a hole in the front here. So went ahead and drilled out the hole just a tiny bit, put in a 2mm piece of styrene, so basically filling that, because there's no way I'm going to get this apart and not destroy it. So the other thing that I did that actually caused all of this mess was, again, not paying attention on the instructions, just working through. Got to the wrong page and was putting on the sides and some of the interior parts for the M2A1, which obviously is not the variant I'm wanting to do. So, again, luckily was able to catch it early on, pulled the sides back off, and the interior part that I had put in here, one of the radio boxes, I believe it was. So got that all stripped out and then put the correct size back on, and I have to admit I'm actually happier with how this one came out. There's pretty much no gaps here on the bottom, which I was showing through, which is always nice. Outside of that, luckily, again, caught it so early that didn't really have any problems, anything like that. So got this together. It's actually a secured fit now and things like that. So you can kind of drop it onto the chassis for a moment. Maybe. Actually, I don't think I'm going to be able to with that front peg being on there, but in either case, it does fit up really nicely onto the chassis, so painting-wise, it'll be great. I'm going to add a few more of the internal components. Again, anything that's going to be the obligatory olive drab, get that all put together here, and then at that point it will be ready to go into primer and then paint. But yeah, so again, as you can see, had quite a few parts that had to rip back off. That went and definitely got torn off in a nasty way. Did a tiny bit of damage here to the back. This side actually had a tear. This side just had a ghost mark. So I think this side will be fine. This should look fairly normal. The gap here at the bottom, to be honest, I just had that no matter which side I put on. So I think it was how I had secured the back. I didn't line it up 100% square. So but this one also seemed to have it on the opposite side, which again most likely was due to the side situation. So definitely noting this one as being more of a battle hardened Halftrack, something that is towards the end of the African campaign, and so would have seen some pretty heavy action. Obviously he's going to have a bunch of stuff slapped all over it, so it should hide most of that by itself. But yeah, I just wanted to go ahead and call out a few mistakes that I had made along the way here, and that way maybe you don't actually make it when you build yours, if anybody's looking at this as a reference. But overall, again, minus my own mistakes, absolutely am loving the kit. It's going together so nice. Loving how everything's kind of coming together. Really super looking the part, which is really awesome to see. So yep, next part should be out here shortly. So if you have any questions, comments, definitely post them down below. And until the next time, I'll see you later. Peace.